Apparently, that's just how I roll. I didn't connect my starting again with the slideshow this time. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Heather Coolis. I am a salon consultant, coach, mentor, all-around cheerleader of yours. And I help extraordinary salon owners become extraordinary leaders. And in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about your retail flow. It is everything, and it changes everything. People want to buy, they don't want to be sold. And even though we spend an awful lot of time trying to train and convince our stylist to recommend and consult and teach, and how do I get my stylist to sell more? You don't. And they should be doing all those things, and it's a great habit, and any professional stylist should want to do it. Tomorrow, I'm going to give you 3 tips about how you can make it easy for them to talk about the product so that they don't feel like selling. Because here's the thing. The minute you feel like you're selling, your customer is going to feel like they're being sold. So I highly discourage that. What I do encourage is changing the flow of your salon. You're going to notice as we go through these slides how any size of salon, whether or not you're commission, whether or not you are a suite renter, whether or not you are a chair renting salon, it doesn't matter. Profit in retail is extremely high. And for those salon owners out there that are cramming in station after station after station after station, whacking through a ton of color business and think that they're making $1,000 million, you're the ones, you're the ones who are sitting there at the end of the month going, I had a lot of revenue, and where is my profit? So we're going to talk about what a difference this can make in what we are talking about. So in the salon, this one here is a 10 person commission salon. She does amazing with her retail. She keeps this whole area, the doors right here, when you walk in, right here, you've got all kinds of stuff going on. It really does say, come on in, it's okay. Come look at some stuff. Go ahead, buy some things. That's great. She's got all of her station area back here where all of her stylists are. And then here is her checkout area. And right to the right of the till, you'll notice how she's got travel sizes, lots of little impulse. These are all travel sizes of her major brands. When people pick up a travel size of your major brands that you carry, it is a great opportunity for you to get into the conversation of the larger sizes and how these are easily refillable by all the stuff over here. You'll work it out with some of the cool things that you have to say to them. This salon here is got 2 stations only. The door is right here. So when you walk in, you go up a couple of stairs, and there you have it. Boom, in your face. She carries 2 lines. Again, she doesn't cherry pick. I don't recommend that you do. She's got her high-end brand, Kevin Murphy. And then she's got a mid-market brand just around the corner here, 11 Australia, which is featured here, but you do want to have a step up. A lot of people, if you have never used a high-performance brand before, you're a little intimidated by a $40 bottle of shampoo. But the reality is it is worth selling the $40 bottle of shampoo. You only have to sell half as much to make twice at the same amount of money. Plus, people who buy this, you only ever have to sell it to them one time, and it repeats on itself by itself. Your lesser expensive brands are the ones where when you run out of, an inexpensive hairspray or a gel, you're like, I have this one. And people will be like, okay. They don't do that with your high-end brands. They know what they want, and they want it. Now, and this one here is kind of neat. This is in a small town, and in the front area here, here's the door right down here. And when you walk in, you're going to see she's got a couple of chairs over here, but this is all open retail area here. This is just another view of it. And you'll see her stations are back here. Here's a panoramic view. And you'll see that she has lots to choose from. When a person walks in and they see this type of a environment, they will go and just buy, which is what people want to do. They don't always want, you hanging around, putting the pressure on. Featured a featured area in here. Again, 10,000 person town, not a large salon. This is here is when you come in, here's your door. She's got a little reception area over here. And then the reception's over here in this picture. And you'll see she's got a wall of retail here and some cosmetics here to encourage people to go ahead and shop. She doesn't have reception chairs. I recommend that wholeheartedly. I think she's got a couple over here. What you can do in your salon is, if you create this kind of environment, I'm a big fan of stacking stools. People want to sit, I guess they could. You come up the stairs. Here's her little feature in the center with her retail in the back. She's only got a 2-station salon, so she's got 2 chairs here, and she's also a spa. She's got her spa currently in the basement. She's got 3 or 4 rooms that she rents out. She is a hybrid salon at this point. So she has a apprentice, I believe, as well as chair renters. I know that to have all chair renters, you best be having strong retail, because chair renting really does cap your potential retail or profit. In the back here, she's also got a couple of nail techs. Wrong way. Okay. We showed you this one. We showed you that one. Okay. Over we go. This is a really cool example. This is the before right here, and this is the after here. Now, it used to be, oh no, this is the after. This is the before. So here's her desk. So you would come in the front door. You come in this front door, and oops. You would immediately, if you wanted anything, you'd have to walk in front of these people. She's got another couch here to go way over here to buy anything. Her retail, she didn't, it's okay. And I think sometimes, unless you've got an opportunity to compare it to something, you'll never really know. You'll think you're doing well until you hear about, some of the salons I'm going to show you who have been, popping off $5,000 days in small towns. So flow is just really about doing a quick increase immediately. So we changed, I helped her, we talked about it, and we changed this over here. And now she's got her retail. She put it here with her desk right here. And this was sort of phase 1. And she was sort of phasing out some of the extra stuff, lots of odds and sods and, a little bit of confusion. She does have the full entire 11 Australia brand at this point. And then over here, you'll see, this is me, hello. She's brought in Kevin Murphy, and she's got her high-end brand right up here by the front desk. Her 11 Australia brand here and here. And then some stuff, she's got Matrix over here. And she's kind of been moving along. And the difference, again, in her retail has been notable. Let's just say that. Here's a salon. This is just a stock photo, and I just put it in here to show you. To the right of the till, this is your #1 retail space right here to the right of the till. So make sure that you have something there for people to buy. This is an example of what you don't want to do. You can see she's given up trying. She's not even trying anymore. One of the salons, I don't think I've shown it to you yet. Her retail was like this, because she was like, why should I bother retailing? I don't sell anything. And I'd be like, yeah, I don't know why you're not. Hello. So this salon is really got it nailed down. When you come in the front door, you're going to see this looks very shoppable. Over here also is a retail, another 3 things of retail here. At the front desk, she's got some jewelry, little focus area here. Her front desk is right here. So they get a chance to look around. Now they may just charge up to here, but you'll see she doesn't have any sitting room here. Over here, she has a couple of waiting chairs. It's really boring and nobody has anything to look at, but they can sit if they want to. But how much more fun is it to go shopping? This is this here wall right here. This is just a different view of it. As you can see, she's focused in on some high-end brands. We've got Numa, Kevin Murphy, and then Redken. And yeah, a little bit of mass market branding there. If you make it look like a place that people can shop at, they will come and shop there. This is a Salon in Rocky Mountain House. You're going to see here, she's got this little, her doors right here, this whole little corner. This is just one of those wonky panorama type pictures, so you can't really tell so much. When you walk into her salon, here's her door right there. I keep thinking this is a slide. That these are movable parts. I made it in Canva. So this here is where you walk in right here to the street, and the front desk is right over here. And they got this nice little corner of retail, some tools. The tools all being up top. You know, I think it's good to carry tools, and they're sort of accessible there, but don't tuck them away too far, and absolutely carry tools. If you have tools, people will buy tools. They love buying tools. Quick note on tools. Stay away from your Walmart pricing. Like, stay away from the things that are too cheap. Don't try to compete on that road. Get the high-end stuff in. That's what they expect in a salon, the stuff that you can sell for $200, $300. This here is her front desk. I don't mind having these here are chalkboards, and she'll put her announcements on here. Right now, you'd want to put an announcement on there saying cancellations within 24 hours will be billed 50%, because that's crazy. So yeah, there's one example. This salon here is in Stettler, a small town. Again, she's only got 2 stylists that work there. Her and her daughter are partner. But what is interesting is when I first started working with her on this, she had 4 chair renters, and they were like not interested in this whole growing thing that Donna was doing. When I first walked in here, she had a big old desk right here. You would walk in the door, and she had a big desk right here. And over to the right was her chairs and her reception area. And then she had a little bit of retail behind it. Now, you used to have to walk from here all the way over through the chairs to the display on the wall. I said to her one day, I'm like, you're not doing, you know, selling much retail. She's like, I don't bring it in. Nobody buys it. But you know what? I don't blame you guys, because you get used to working in your salon environment and the way that things are. And so some of these things aren't going to occur to you. For me, when I start working with you, I like to see a picture of your layout, because I can just do a quick look around and I can tell you just by looking at your picture whether or where the holes are. Do you know what things are that you could instantly do to change things? And the first thing that's the most instant and the easiest way is your flow. Just change it. Just make it be this and do nothing else. I mean, do other things, but number one, I know I keep saying it, but what was interesting here is when we first started working together, her stylist, her chair renters wanted to use, you know, you got to have the Paul Mitchell heat protectant spray or I will blow up. I must have it. And you can't really change or control that. They're chair renters and they're going to do their own thing. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about how to get them on board and get them using your stuff and how you can make that be an okay thing tomorrow. So when we first started working with her, she also had, Matrix, 11 Australia, which is sort of mid-market, and then her high-end brands. All the salons that I have that have a mix that carry high-end brands that are expensive, always sell more of their high-end brands. The beauty of your high-end brands is they will repeat on their own. You only have to sell them one time. But if you have somebody who's like not having, there better be a gold medallion in the bottom of that $40 bottle of shampoo. They are never going to get it until they actually use it. Once they do, off you go. So when you think about Matrix, Redken, Joico, anything in that category, people can take a pretty modest step up from Pantene. It's not like heartbreaking. They will then be able to move from, if they're already paying, $20 for a bottle of Matrix, jumping up to, $27 bottle of 11. Yeah, it's only $7. And they get it. Like once you use Matrix Redken Joico, you can't go back to Pantene. Once you use 11 Australia, you can't go back to Redken. Once you use Kevin Murphy, do you get what I'm saying? It's just hard to take those steps backwards. I would just like to say that at this point, she doesn't even carry a low-end brand anymore. And her chair renters quit, which is awesome. I would say, Donna, don't worry about if they're not happy. Keep your eyes on what you want to do and don't pay attention to people who are just going to tell you why it won't work. I would just tell her, every time somebody grumbles, just know that they are taking up valuable retail space and don't worry about it. By the time they quit, and they were like mid-month, and she knew that they were leaving. And I'm like, Donna, wait until the end of the month, because she had them paying her at the end of the month. The chair renters were paid at the end of the month, which was crazy generous of her to do that. But I'm like, hang in there until the end of the month, all right? At least get paid. She was so mad, and she was making so much profit on her retail. She just fired him out. She said, yeah, no, you get out of here. And because it was very, very shady what they were doing. And sometimes you'll have people in the salon that really, they're sucking the air out of the room, and you want to not have them there anyway. And you can all breathe better when they're gone. But what was interesting is she went from an average of $300 to $500 a month to she averages now $3,000 a month. She did it in 3 months. In a 3-month period of time, she went from $300 to $500 a month in a small town to an average of $3,000 a month. So that's pretty crazy. And there goes my dog. What she had done. And you can do that too. It is not that difficult. It's just a matter of putting on a little bit different perspective. So yay for Donna. So super proud of her. This here is a really good example of what you don't want to do. You will notice here, there's the wall of retail. And you see, you have to walk right in front of those chairs to go and get anything. So this is not good. Even with nobody in the chairs, it's not comfortable. If the checkout desk is likely way over here somewhere, it's just not happening. Here's another thing that we do a lot of. We put the retail behind our desk. And I just want to tell you that no matter what your reasoning is, and I know you're all going to have reasons, I call them reasons and excuses, why things won't work. I want you to always discard your reasons of why things won't work. If you would take the same energy to figuring out how to make things work that you do explaining to people why it won't work, everything would get done. It is all perspective, people. What you think is going to work or won't work is true. So whether you I don't want people to steal it. You could sell so much more of it if you have one of the setups that I was talking about earlier that people could steal from you, and it doesn't even matter. The difference is that dramatic. So these are just don't do pictures. This one here is a single operator. She has like a sweet salon, I guess you would call it. And the minute you walk in the door, this is what you see. Again, I'm a big believer, as you can see, in carrying a high-end brand. I'm particularly fond of this one, obviously. This here salon, when you're carrying one brand, really big on recycling and getting things, our oceans clean and keeping, she's got a story in her salon. She's this non-ammonia hair color, and she works and markets to her purpose. Her desk is right here. And this is, she also carries 11 Australia now, which again gives your consumer 2 price points and does extremely well. She probably retails more than many salons that I know, and she does that on her own. This is just an example of what I sometimes see. I just got this off a stock photo, and I know she's just open. She's got some flowers saying, hey, congrats. But I often see things like business cards, mints. This here says, welcome to LBB. I would have, this is like your, see this till? This is to the right of the till. This is the most coveted spot in retail, is right here. And you can see what she's got on there. I get it. It's really nice. Well, I don't want to junk up my desk. Okay. It's, do you for sure. But if you want to profit and you want to grow and you want to make money and you ever find yourself saying to yourself, where's my money? I worked hard this month. When do I get to keep any? If you ever find yourself saying that, then don't argue with science. Don't argue with science. This is the number one spot. Here, I would take some nice merchandising from the latest launch in a brand that you carry and put a little tester on here, something very unique to buy. I would put maybe any special, or ask me about our quiet night or whatever you're promoting on here. Just don't put any discounts, because you don't discount. So that's just an example of what you don't want to do. And don't put Girl Guide cookies and chocolates for selling for charity on there. I think it's great that we support local charity. I just don't think it's great that you put it in your number one retail spot. So when someone comes in and says, can I just put these here? You just go, no, and take them to the back room. You guys can eat them for snacks or put them someplace else. In here, you walk into this salon. She's got a very limited amount to work with. She has a 8-station salon. She does nails also, and it's a commission salon. Here, you walk in the door. She's got a little corner of stuff over here, and she's got a very minimal area to work with. She has 3 or 4 chairs here with a little display of stuff here. So people don't really feel like they're walking right in front of them, because there is the desk here, and then everything is behind her. This is a salon who's taken it to the next level. I hear a lot of you guys going, I'm thinking I should open it up and sell some more stuff. I just want to give you a quick caution. I talked to Leah and asked her, because she's really killing it, how this works for her, the clothing, the things, the this, the that. She grew into it, people. She grew into it, and she does very well with it, but she mans it and looks after it. But if you do have extra space, you might want to consider doing a bit of a market type situation in there. Especially if you had some open space, you could do a weekly market with local vendors in there, which would be kind of fun to do. This salon here this is interesting, you guys. She has anywhere from 8 to 10 chair renters at any given time in Edson. And how do you she does such an amazing job of making her chair renting salon a team. We've worked on a system. And there's I'm going to talk about it tomorrow, how to sort of get your chair renters using your things. Because, of course, as a chair renter, they can use whatever they want to use, but how you can make it all work for everybody. So they're not just consuming your back bar, which frequently happens when you are providing back bar for your chair renters in hopes that they sell your retail. Don't go into a situation like that without a plan. Here on this whole wall, this isn't her actual salon, but I wanted to use it as an example, because over here, this whole wall here and here is all retail. She's got Kevin Murphy, another brand here. She's got some retail over here. If you want to have a sit down in this salon, you actually have to go and sit down a couple of stairs, and she has a nice little sitting area in there with some magazines and stuff. But I'll tell you, where you see the doors are, people come in and buy from her all the time. All the time. Just come in. Never seen them before in their life. Come in, buy things. This is what we want, people. You'll see she's got all of these travel sizes right here. This is great, especially at Christmas. She doesn't have this here unit here all year round, but she did put it up for Christmas. The thing that is really cool about your mini sizes of the products that you carry, their travel sizes, is when people buy them, it gives you an opportunity to talk about the larger sizes. But people will grab these like candy if you do this correctly. Don't half commit when you're doing things. It's hard sometimes to go, oh my gosh, I could never carry that much retail. Sherry didn't start carrying that much retail either. You know, you start somewhere, and if you could just like jump right in and do that, that would be absolutely remarkable. So I have gone through, I think, all of my slides for examples. I feel like I should have more, but I don't. Can't remember if I talked about this here salon, Solarium. She has a desk here, her front door here. When you walk in, you've got this whole wall here, and then you can go up the stairs into her little shopping area here. Again, she's a chair rent salon. This salon is a commission salon in a small town of about 10,000 people. This is a 2-chair salon, but she works independently. I talked about that. This salon is a 10 to 12, 13 sometimes commission salon. So there you have it, you guys. I don't know if that was helpful. I'm hoping that you guys got some stuff out of that, and that it makes good sense for you to do that. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about how to get your stylist to be involved in your retail. But I want to leave you with this one thought. I have a program I call Just One More. And let me tell you what just one more $20, $25 product a day will do for your salon. One more product a day over a year is $9,600. That's one more than what you're doing right now. So if you can't see how worthy that is to pursue. Today I didn't show you, I don't know where my other slides went, but I have some salons that work in small towns that have gone from $300 to $3,000. I work with Carla. Carla went from doing pretty good, actually. She's always been, pretty good retailer, to just switching, thinking a little bit, and got away from your stylist actually retailing and into consumers just buying, and got rid of all kinds of little odds and sods and bits of things that she liked, and just focused in on one brand. And that's the gal. She's in here. Her first retail day, $13,000 in an afternoon. It just blew us both away. That girl is remarkable. And then she has since repeated that like 4 or 5 times, because once you do something amazing like that, you break the glass ceiling and it becomes something that you can just do. So I hope that's helpful. You guys enjoy your night. And for those of you who are on YouTube watching this, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and the notifications button. And I'll be back tomorrow, and I'm going to talk about 3 steps on to increase your retail and getting people in your salon to actually sell stuff. Night, guys.